My grandmother, why do you have that unusual odor? My mother claims it's just your natural scent. That simple comment made 68-year-old Nancy Miller feel devastated. She'd maintained cleanliness throughout her life. Yet her cherished granddaughter stated that she no longer wanted to sit on her lap, even slightly wrinkling her nose when asked for an embrace. That evening, Nancy pulled her blanket over her head and wept extensively. Greetings, I'm Dr. Henry Parker, a 77-year-old specialist in geriatrics who has treated over 10,000 elderly patients. Before we start, we ask you to like the video and leave a comment to help the channel grow. Subscribe and activate the notification bell to stay updated on our content. Now, let's begin. Today, I'll reveal a startling truth that perhaps no one has directly told you. Have you encountered this situation? You get on a bus and the seat beside you remains empty. Your grandchild probably avoids sitting there. Your daughter-in-law repeatedly opens windows for ventilation. The aroma of aging. Do I have it? Indeed. After examining thousands of elderly individuals, I've discovered a reality. 99% of people above 60 won't detect it, but those surrounding them can perceive their distinctive scent. More disheartening still, most families don't dare mention it, so elderly individuals remain unaware. Let me tell you about George Carter. George showered daily and maintained impeccable cleanliness. But one day, his son brought friends home, and he overheard someone whisper, "Man, that elderly person's smell is intense." George was shocked. From that point forward, when his grandchildren visited, he rarely emerged from his room. If you're still listening, you might wonder if this applies to you too. And that suspicion is likely accurate. But don't be overly concerned. Watch this entire video and I'll demonstrate an excellent solution. Truthfully, science confirms that as we age, our bodies develop a unique odor. It's not your fault. The body naturally transforms with age. And along with these changes, its scent shifts too. But this isn't something you must endure permanently. Complete this video and you'll stop hearing people whisper behind your back, "Does this elderly person smell too strongly?" Children won't avoid sitting with their fragrant grandparents because children are brutally honest. Betty Davis, 65, once told me, "Hello, Dr. Henry, my grandchild refuses to sit on my lap anymore. What should I do?" Her eyes filled with tears. Today, I'll reveal a crucial secret I've uncovered after 50 years of research and patient treatment. Something no one has told you. Remarkably, just spend 3 minutes thoroughly washing 2 areas, and you can eliminate 90% of that odor. This technique worked for over 1,000 of my patients, and their family relationships improved noticeably. Don't miss this valuable information. Before continuing, press like and subscribe to assist other seniors who need this. Activate notifications too. You'll receive valuable tips to enhance your quality of life later. Let's begin. Last week, I met 88-year-old Frank Wilson. He said, "Hey, Dr. Henry, I use expensive cologne, but my son still won't remain in my room. He throws the window wide open. You know how painful that is." I had to be honest with him. "Frank, unfortunately, cologne doesn't resolve this. It merely adds another scent over the existing one, making it worse. It's like spraying air freshener in an unclean bathroom. You must address the root cause." Many seniors make this mistake. Detecting something unpleasant, they smother themselves in cologne or deodorant. But that's not the solution. It just combines elderly person's scent with perfume, making it more unbearable. Consequently, windows get opened more frequently and seniors feel more hurt. To break this pattern, you need to understand the actual cause of the odor. Do you know precisely where that aging odor originates? Many believe it's simply due to less frequent bathing or aging, but there's a clear scientific explanation. Understanding this is how you address it. I'll explain the science initially. Before aging, our bodies undergo 3 significant changes. First, sweat patterns shift. When young, we perspire about a quart daily, but past 60 it decreases to less than half. You might think, less sweat. How does that create odor? But it's the opposite. Sweat functions as a natural cleanser. Toxins and impurities exit through it. Reduced sweat means those toxins remain on your skin, feeding bacteria that multiply and produce odor. Nancy Clark, 71, once asked me, I barely perspire. Why do I smell? It's because reduced sweating does that. Robert Evans, 73, told me, in the past, I sweated profusely and was concerned. Now it's gone. I thought that was beneficial, but it's detrimental. Precisely. The body eliminates waste through sweat. Less sweat means more accumulation on the skin. Second, sebum composition changes. Here's the surprise. As we age, the oily substance from our skin, sebum, alters its composition. Young sebum and aged sebum have different chemical properties. In older age, sebum contains a compound called nonenal, the culprit behind an elderly person's scent. After 30 years of research, I found nonenal increases from age 50, reaching its peak at 70. It's an oxidized fatty acid almost non-existent in young people, and it's what produces that distinctive smell. Third, the oral environment changes. Past 60, saliva production decreases over 50%. Saliva removes mouth bacteria and maintains pH balance. Reduced saliva results in dry mouth, bacterial proliferation, and subsequent bad breath. Linda Harris, 69, said, my mouth feels dry and I notice the odor when speaking. I'm uncomfortable around my grandchildren. Must maintain distance. That's from decreased saliva. So, consider this. Daily showers, cologne, mouthwash, yet the odor persists. Why? Those 3 changes I mentioned. But more importantly, there's a solution. The answer is straightforward. You're neglecting the key areas. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to indicate you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and activating the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating quality content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's proceed. Skip the remainder of this video and you'll continue trying ineffective remedies, wasting time and money. But the method I'll demonstrate today works rapidly. Within a week, you'll notice improvement. Now, let's cover the fundamentals to eliminate that aging odor. Simple, effective steps. Focus until the end. Implement these and within just a month, your family's attitude toward you will transform. Dr. Henry, can you eliminate elderly person odor? Patients frequently ask me that. I always respond, yes, but you must do it correctly. Methods no one has shown you. Take James Parker, 75. He initially came to my clinic feeling dejected, saying, my grandchildren won't enter my room. My son constantly ventilates it. But after 6 months following my advice, he beamed with joy. Now my grandchild willingly sits on my lap again as if by magic. You can experience that too. What I'm about to reveal is that you don't need fancy products from pharmacies or hospitals. You can begin at home today. Here's the method proven through 50 years of medical research. 97% of my patients observed clear results. First rule, consume sufficient warm water. Water? What does that accomplish? People inquire. Water serves as your body's purifier. It flushes out toxins and impurities through urine. Especially important is establishing a habit. 1 glass of warm water each morning reduces the aging odor significantly. Margaret Adams, 72, said, initially, morning water was challenging, but after a month, I became accustomed to it. Now I miss it if I don't drink. My skin has improved, and my grandchild says I smell pleasant. Aim for 6 glasses daily. Struggling to establish the habit? Here's my technique. 1 glass upon waking, 1 before lunch, 1 after. 1 at 3 p.m., 1 before dinner, 1 before bed. Set specific times and it becomes routine. Note: coffee or tea aren't substitutes. Coffee causes dehydration. For each coffee consumed, add an extra glass of water. The second rule: light walking in sunlight. I'm elderly. Exercise is difficult, many say. Don't worry. I'm not advocating strenuous workouts. Just 20 minutes strolling in sunshine produces wonderful results. Sunlight kills harmful skin bacteria. A gentle walk releases just enough toxins through perspiration. Avoid intense sun exposure. Go before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. when it's moderate. Fight Taylor said, "My legs hurt initially. Couldn't walk. Doctor suggested trying 10 minutes daily. Now I manage it. Just slowly. Slightly breathless is sufficient." Third rule: shower daily with warm water. Winter's cold. Daily showers are difficult, people say. But bathing is essential. It removes skin impurities and bacteria. One tip: avoid using excessively hot water. Hot water damages your skin's protective layer, worsening the odor. Warm water, 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, is optimal. Once weekly, take in a 100 degrees Fahrenheit bath for 20 minutes. Pores open. Deep impurities escape. Most patients report post-soak their skin feels softer and their odor decreases significantly. Adhere to these 3 rules and aging odor diminishes considerably. But wait, here's the significant secret. When showering, thoroughly clean 3 specific areas. 90% of that odor originates from these locations. Yet, most people overlook them. First, skin folds, neck, armpits, under breasts, navel, groin, behind knees, elbows. These creases trap perspiration, fostering bacterial growth. But seniors often skim or miss them, especially the back of the neck and ears. Few notice, yet odor emanates from there. Sism Brooks, 66, said, "Dr. Henry, it's amazing. I've showered forever, but never scrubbed my armpits and chest as you instructed. Odor has decreased dramatically. My grandchild hugs me now. Just focus on those folds during showering. The odor decreases substantially. Use a soft cloth or loofah and scrub gently. Avoid harsh rubbing as it damages the skin." Second, hairy areas, armpits, chest, scalp. Head traps sweat and sebum, especially the scalp, which is often neglected. Massage your scalp thoroughly when shampooing. Tom Harris, 62, said, "The doctor advised me to massage my scalp while washing hair. I did, and my head smells much less offensive. My grandchild even touches my head now." For men, chest or belly hair needs attention too. Use soap or body wash, create lather, rinse thoroughly, and dry completely afterward. Third, perspiration-prone areas, feet between toes, palms. These contain numerous sweat glands prone to odor. Feet especially, confined in shoes all day. A perfect environment for bacteria. The odor spreads from there permeating into clothes. John Miller, 68, stated, "Man, my feet had terrible odor. Scrubbed between my toes, dried them thoroughly, then wore socks, odor disappeared. My daughter-in-law doesn't grimace in my room anymore. Wash feet, clean between toes, and dry completely before wearing socks. Use cotton socks, change daily, and alternate shoes to allow drying. The back is difficult to reach. Use a long-handled brush or cloth. Back perspiration soaks shirts causing odor, so clean thoroughly. When addressing these 3 areas, use warm, not hot, water. Hot water deteriorates your skin barrier, intensifying odor. Use mild soap. Avoid strongly scented products." Mary Johnson, 71, said, "I doubted simple measures could reduce odor, but I tried. Worked remarkably well. My grandchild comfortably sits on my lap watching television now. So enjoyable. After showering, moisturize. Dry skin flakes and produces more odor, especially during winter. Weekly, soak in a 100 degrees Fahrenheit bath for 20 minutes. Pause, release deep impurities. Dry thoroughly, then apply lotion for better results. If you don't begin today, you'll continue bothering those around you and worse, lose your joy and confidence, leading to lifelong regret. Start now. Clean those 3 areas thoroughly. Within a week, your family's reactions will change. Next, we'll explore diet and lifestyle improvements more deeply. Listen attentively until the end. Dr. Henry, besides washing, is there anything else? Patients frequently ask that. Yes, diet significantly impacts body odor. It's closely connected to what you consume. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to indicate you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and activating the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating quality content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's proceed. Betty Carter, 60, asked, I've eaten garlic throughout my life. Is that causing my odor? Garlic or spices might affect your scent temporarily, but long-term is antioxidants that reduce the aging odor. First, consume more antioxidants. Antioxidants sounds complicated. It's simple. They slow aging processes. The oxidation process during aging is a primary odor cause. Antioxidants combat it. Tomatoes, apples, strawberries, buckwheat, brown rice. These reduce internal aging, diminishing odor. Red or purple produce contains abundant antioxidants. Paul King, 79, said, the doctor recommended 1 apple and tomato daily. 2 months later, my granddaughter says I no longer have an odor. Like magic. Garlic, despite the initial aroma, reduces body odor when digested. Its halicin fights bacteria and oxidants. 1 or 2 cloves daily improves health and decreases odor. Second, eat water-rich fruits and vegetables, watermelon, pears, tomatoes. They naturally eliminate impurities through urine. Nancy Miller, 68, said, I consumed half a cucumber and a tomato daily for health benefits. 3 months later, people say, I don't detect any odor. Finding it difficult to eat produce. Blended daily smoothie. It significantly reduces aging odor. Third, maintain oral hygiene. Brushing 3 times daily is fundamental, but insufficient. Clean your tongue as well. Tongues harbor bacteria, the primary cause of bad breath. A toothbrush is inadequate. Purchase a tongue scraper from the pharmacy. Inexpensive. Use daily. Breath improves rapidly. Linda Parker, 73, said, cleaning my tongue initially triggered my gag reflex, but I became accustomed to it. Now I can't skip this routine. My breath remains fresh. Sugar-free gum increases saliva production, reducing odor. Xylitol varieties also prevent cavities. Chew for 10 minutes after meals to reduce mouth odor. Fourth, reduce coffee and alcohol consumption. Coffee, tea, and alcoholic beverages cause dehydration, worsening odor. Alcohol metabolizes in the liver into acetaldehyde, excreted through perspiration with a distinctive smell. George Carter, 71, said, I consumed a bottle of whiskey daily. Turns out that was the issue. Switched to barley tea. 1 month later, odor decreased. Enjoy coffee? Limit to 1 or 2 cups and supplement with water or barley tea. Alcohol. Reduce consumption or eliminate entirely. Fifth, ensure adequate fiber intake. Constipation intensifies body odor. Accumulated waste reabsorbs toxins into the bloodstream, which exit through the skin. Brown rice, whole grains, produce, and fiber-rich foods prevent this and maintain intestinal health. Morning brown rice or oats stimulates bowel function. Margaret Evans, 77, said, I've been constipated throughout my life. Started consuming brown rice and soup for breakfast. The problem resolved. And surprisingly, my body odor decreased too. Don't delay implementation or you'll waste money on ineffective, expensive solutions. Simply adjust your body and oral care slightly. Significant difference? These habits don't merely reduce odor. They are beneficial for overall health. For a robust, active senior life, begin immediately. Next, I'll discuss clothing and item care, then conclude. Listen until the end. Implement all this today. Within 1 month, you'll observe a clear improvement. Finally, clothing and possessions significantly impact aging odor. You may shower thoroughly, but malodorous shirts or bedding negate these efforts. Focus here. First, change clothes and undergarments frequently. Wear once, then wash, as sweat and sebum accumulate. Soiled garments foster bacteria causing odor, especially during hot summers. Change more often. Robert Harris, 72, said, I used to minimize laundry. Wore items 3 or 4 days. Doctor advised, daily changes. Odor decreased significantly. Underwear daily. Cotton is preferable. It absorbs moisture and breathes. Synthetic undergarments trap perspiration, intensifying odor. Wash and sun dry if possible. Sunlight naturally eliminates bacteria. During rainy periods, ensure complete drying before wearing. Second, launder bedding frequently. You sleep approximately 8 hours nightly. Sweat, sebum, and skin flakes accumulate on pillows and sheets, feeding bacteria-producing odor. Wash weekly and sun dry when possible. Pillowcases especially, change more frequently. They collect head oils and skin flakes. Linda Parker, 75, said, I washed sheets monthly. Doctor recommended weekly. Seemed burdensome initially. Now my room is odor-free. Replace old pillows and blankets every year or 2. Bacteria and mites accumulate, causing odor. Third, maintain shoes and socks properly. Foot odor penetrates them, affecting your overall presence. Change socks daily. Cotton is optimal. Don't use just 1 pair of shoes. Alternate between 2 or 3, allowing them to dry. Sprinkle baking soda inside to absorb odor. Paul King, 69, said, wore 1 pair continuously. Doctor suggested alternating 2 pairs. Changed socks daily. Foot odor decreased. My grandchild doesn't grimace in my presence now. Fourth, ventilate rooms regularly. Prolonged indoor periods allow odor build-up. Open windows twice daily. Morning and evening, 10 minutes each time. Fresh air eliminates odors. Bathrooms and kitchens accumulate more odors. Ventilate these areas more frequently. Baking soda in bathrooms absorbs odors effectively. Fred Taylor, 71, said, I disliked cold temperatures, rarely opened windows. Doctor recommended twice daily. Initially uncomfortable and annoying, but the air quality is remarkably different. My daughter-in-law doesn't forcefully open them now. Here's the summary. Aging odor results from decreased perspiration trapping impurities, oxidized sebum producing non-enol, reduced saliva causing dry mouth, poor diet, inadequate hygiene, insufficient water intake, and neglected clothing and bedding. Solutions: drink over 6 cups of warm water daily. Walk 20 minutes in moderate sunlight. Clean 3 key areas thoroughly: folds, hairy regions, perspiration-prone parts. Consume antioxidants such as produce and garlic. Maintain oral hygiene through brushing and tongue cleaning. Wash clothes and bedding regularly. Change underwear daily, sheets weekly, and ventilate rooms twice daily, 10 minutes each time. This requires minimal expense. Begin today. No expensive equipment or complex procedures. Just slight adjustments to daily care routines. Eliminating aging odor isn't merely about scent. It involves small changes for a healthier, more confident lifestyle. These modifications improve family perceptions, social interactions, and most importantly, your self-confidence. Don't let odor separate you from others, cause you to miss time with grandchildren, or leave you isolated. Margaret Adams, 62, said, followed doctor's recommendations for 6 months. My grandchild sits on my lap during television viewing, embraces and kisses me now. Thank you, Dr. Henry, for restoring this joy. You can experience that too. Begin immediately. If this video helps, press like, subscribe, and share it with others who need this information. I'll continue providing life-changing recommendations. Thank you sincerely. Well, everyone, that concludes today's comprehensive exploration of addressing aging odor and regaining your confidence. I hope you found these suggestions enlightening and practical. So, tell me, what's one concept you've learned thus far? Perhaps it's thoroughly cleaning those key areas, increasing water consumption, or ventilating your room. Whatever it might be, leave your comment below this video. I'd love to hear what you're incorporating into your daily routine. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below and remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-enhancing recommendations. Let's continue learning and developing together. See you in the next presentation.